Welcome back to this Power Soccer Championship match where players will be going for the gold and silver medal. Second half is just about to get underway. Orange holds a 2-0 lead. Both their goals coming from Mohan Bapurapu. And just here at halftime, drawn by Elio Navarro on Ben Pearson, and we saw the refs giving him a speed test. Now in Power Soccer, you can't have a chair that goes more than 6.2 miles per hour. And Ellie, why don't you even tell the audience how exactly they test that speed?
Well, the referee, actually have two referees. They follow along a wheelchair that goes, I think, over a set distance of, I think, about 50 feet. And they have to get 5.5 seconds or higher. Otherwise, that means they're going to be going faster than 6.2 miles an hour. And I think that they retested Michael Bauer of the green team protested the speed of Mohan V's chair, and evidently Mohan V did pass with a 5.4. And a 5.4, even though it's below 5.5, it's within the 10% tolerance. Because what happens is the chair, after it starts going for a little bit of time, the heat of the chair, the heat of the motors, actually makes your chair go slightly faster. So a chair could technically be above 5.5 at the beginning of the game and be below 5.5 by the end of the game, simply because the motors heated up.
So after Balabapurapu's dominant first half performance, Green captain Michael Bauer just wanted to make sure he wasn't playing with too fast a chair. But Mohan V passed the test, administered by the referees at halftime, so we will continue to play, and his 2 goals will stand. 2-0 is the score.
Yeah, Mohan V is not too fast. I mean, I've seen enough Power Soccer, and I can tell you he's playing within the speed limit. But what he has is his acceleration and his turning speed turned all the way up, because everything in the power chair is configurable with a controller, and he's got the acceleration and the turning speed at 100%. And that's why it looks like he's faster, but he's not really faster. The other chairs on the field, they're turned down in terms of acceleration or turning speed, and that's why they look a little bit slower. Like my chair, just to let you know, I have 100% set on everything. For the turning speed, the backup, the acceleration, and my chair is very, very, very responsive, and that's what allows me to play at a very high level. But it takes a lot of control to not get, into an accident with that kind of speed.
So as we get ready to play here for the green team, they'll have Mayfield, Michael Bauer, the captain, coming in now, Robert Thomas, and Haley in goal. For the orange team, Fowler, Mohan V, number 13, Leo Lawson as well in the back. Cecil Brock, we really haven't had to call out his name much, as Green hasn't had many scoring opportunities in this gold medal match.
Something came off of somebody's chair. Mohan V's hit was so hard, it actually ripped off a piece of Mike Bauer's chair. That might bug Mike Bauer a little bit and make him play with a little more energy. I'll tell you what, green team, they need energy right now because they're playing very, very laid back and very defensive.
So at halftime, how do you think the discussion went on how to slow down Mohan V for the green team?
Well, I'll tell you what, there's not much you can do to slow down Mohan V other than just create offense. I mean, you can't be defensive all day long. You got to pass more. You got to kick that ball across the field. You got to do more creative offensive plays. And here, I think Green's starting to do that. Mike Bauer's getting it over to Thomas, which, it's looking good now. Oh.
The foul is called there on Thomas.
I don't know about that. I think Mohan V created that contact. Right now, Thomas's guard is touching the ground. Thomas is able to lift it himself.
Mohan V tries to get it up to Lawson. Thomas getting in the way there. Thomas, Mohan V battling for it. Now Bauer Mohanvy's telling Lawson to get out of his way. And there you see the 2-on-1, but since one of them is the goalkeeper, it's legal, and Mohanvy pokes it through to complete his hat trick. So Mohanvy, Balabapurapu, the shoeless wonder out there, gets the hat trick. Now they're up 3-0 with just over 17 minutes left to play here in this gold medal match.
Ben, I think that he just wanted you to learn how to say his name. That's why he's scoring all these goals.
Oh, it's coming more and more easy to me. Mohan Balabara. See, I jinxed myself.
Yeah.
That's why it's Mohan V.
I put you in that situation.
But the Norco, California native with the hat trick at these games, he's also competing in 9-ball table tennis and the motorized wheelchair rally.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mohan V, if he's not playing in the USPSA, he needs to get out there and start playing. He's a Division I potential with a little bit of training, a little bit of practice with some Division I teams. He probably could be a very, very good player in the USPSA ranks.
We see him, he's got extremely well handling with the ball. He's constantly been in possession. And there he is once again.
Good job. There you go.
Green has to stop the ball here. They can't let that ball go into their defensive third because Orange keeps turning it into goals.
Now Bauer has it.
Bauer's great. He's just a great player.
Now it's interesting to see how surprised Bauer remained on the sidelines for much of the first half. He's their captain, and in the last game, me and Elio saw between the green team, he was making a lot of contributions both on offense and especially on defense in that last game.
They might strategically be trying to keep him for the entire second half. I think Mohan V is going to have to come out for part of the second half because he can't play the entire game because doesn't everybody have to play in the VA games. So, right now they have a 3-0 lead, but if they take out Mohan V, this game could quickly change. Now the issue there is Thomas doesn't have the turning speed on his chair high enough, so when he turns to do that kick, he doesn't get enough power on the kick. That's a simple programming change on his chair, and he could instantly improve his game. Now, when you turn your turning speed up, it's also harder to control your chair, so you might have the turning speed turned down for a reason.
As Bauer and Lawson collide into each other, and Mohan V is on the move. Thomas and Mohan V battling for it.
That's a great battle, those two.
We've been calling out both their names all night.
Thomas is a smart player, a very smart player. He may not have all the agility on the field, but he's got the wits, and he makes his moves very, very deliberate, and he makes every move count.
Bauer and Mohan V. Ball stuck between their two chairs.
Bauer's getting roughed around over there by Mohan V.
Ball will go out of bounds, and Green will take possession.
Nice pass.
Bauer, Mohan V. Now Bauer has it. He's got Thomas behind him. He's got Mayfield in the middle.
Bauer almost saved that ball from going out of bounds, but it just rolled off the side of his chair.
It's Fowler there. Fowler and Bauer batting for it. I talked to Bauer before the game, and he said that him and Fowler are good friends off the field. Bauer, the Louisiana native, Fowler from Texas. They say they've been staying in constant contact away from the games. And he said he was looking forward to battling against his good buddy out there.
Yeah, I talked to Fowler earlier this week, and he's looking to start a team in Houston, Texas. And I actually know a couple of people in Houston that are interested in playing power soccer, so I hope that Fowler's able to get a team going over there in Houston and have a USPSA friends over there. Because I'd love to travel over there. I'd love to take my Tampa team over to Houston, play a tournament for a weekend. So let's hope that that comes out of these games.
And the sport of power soccer rapidly growing and spreading throughout America with the United States Power Soccer Association. Elio, you got 2 teams going in the Tampa Bay area.
Yeah, we've gone from about 12 teams nationwide to about almost 60 teams nationwide in only about 3 years. So it's actually growing so rapidly that we expect to have over 100 teams by the next 2 seasons.
And I don't have any official statistics on that, but that seems to be probably the fastest growing league in the nation, being able to grow that quickly in just a 3-year span.
Yeah, it's the fastest growing disability sport in the world, not only in the United States, but in Europe, Asia. There's a team coming up in Korea. They have a team in Japan. It's growing worldwide, and once we hit enough, once we have a team in every continent, then we'll be eligible to apply for the Paralympics. And that would be very exciting the day that power soccer is in the Paralympics.
And in 2007, Elio, you were on that U.S. team that won the first ever World Cup in power soccer, knocking off the French team.
Yes, that was very exciting. You went into sudden death penalty kicks against the French. Actually, one of my teammates from the Tampa team kicked the equalizing goal during regulation to make it a 1-1 tie. And then we went into overtime, and I actually had the fortune of kicking 2 of the 6 penalty kicks to help the USA team beat the favored French. And the next World Cup is going to be in 2011, probably in Europe. The actual venue has not been decided yet, but it's probably going to be in London or Paris. So it's very, very exciting.
So I mentioned power soccer being the fastest growing disabled sport, and that's good to see worldwide because soccer is certainly probably the most, call it the world's game. So it's nice to see that the sport for power soccer for the disabled is also following suit and expanding and getting that international level of competition.
Yeah, it's actually going faster in other countries because soccer is so popular in other countries. I think Mohan's asking for some space there. That's nice. Penny's playing defense even on the sidelines.
Ooh, big hit there between Leo Lawson and Mike Bauer.
I'm surprised the red card or yellow card didn't come out of that. I think the referee recognized it wasn't intentional. Maybe the player lost control of his chair. But still, that's a major foul.
And after that, Leo Lawson will come to the sidelines.
They're going to sub out the player there.
Coming in now is William Butler.
One last time, Health Services. Thank you so much for your assistance.
It's good to see a new face out on the court and give Butler a couple of minutes out here, a chance to play. Seems like Bauer's a little rocked by that play. But he's staying out there. Bauer's a true fighter.
He's out there joined by Mayfield. We've seen Mayfield out there for the majority of the game, but haven't been calling his name nearly as much as we did the last time we saw this green team play. This ball will go off of William Butler.
That's a tactic used in power soccer and able-bodied outdoor soccer where you bounce the ball off of your opponent and get it off of them out of bounds so you can earn a set play. And that was what Bauer just did.
Mayfield a little too much power on that one, sends it out of bounds. It's about 8.5 minutes plus stoppage time left here in this gold medal match, power soccer. This gold medal match being brought to you by HealthNet Federal Services Incorporated. 3-0 is the score. All goals coming from Mohan Valabapurapu.
I'll tell you what, Mohan V is definitely controlling this game. Green's going to have to do something very, very fast to have a chance in these final 8 minutes.
I see 0-0 Gary Poole getting into action.
He's like a bulldozer, just going right through everybody. Head down.
Mohan trying to keep that in bounds, unable to do so.
One downside to the mid-wheel drive chairs is you sometimes lose control of the ball if the ball gets going too fast. And that's what happened there. The ball rolled right off to the front of Mohan V's guard and out of bounds. Now it's interesting to see what's going on here. Bauer is subbing himself out. And number 3, is that number 3 coming in? James Haley.
And for the orange team, Dave Fowler will come out and Jerry Clem will check back in to the game.
So we have number 3 from both teams coming into the game.
Gary Poole now. Take it to him. Hit me.
Now Bauer will come back in after Gary Poole comes out. I wonder if Bauer was going over the sideline and check, get an update on the minutes of his current players. Every player needs to play for at least 10 minutes.
Oh, right through them.
Clem has it. Horvat in goal for Green.
You know what? Orange hasn't been on the offensive side too much in this half.
And a goal by Orange by, you guessed it, Mohan Balabapurapu. His 4th goal on the game. He's certainly making hard decision easy for player of the game thus far.
Well, in a sign of good sportsmanship, he subbed himself out of the game. And let's see what happens here. Maybe that could be enough of a game changer where 4 goals in 5 minutes is possible for Green.
Robert Thomas coming in for Green. He will man the goal box.
Green has your 3 strongest players out on the field, but Robert Thomas is back on goal.
For Orange, they have Clem along with him. Number 12, William Butler.
Clem can't
Number 5,
believe that
Jerry
foul.
Shields.
Clem is like smiling, like, I can't believe you called that foul on me. But it was clearly a foul.
Bauer and Shields battling for it. Bauer comes away with it, hands it off to Mayfield.
Green's definitely the better orchestrated team. It's just that Mohan V has been so dominant. Green earned their 2-0 record because of how well they work together, but they don't have that superstar player like the Orange had. And I think that if Mayfield could have been that player this game, we would have seen a different result. But unfortunately, Mayfield just didn't have the same level of scoring skill that Mohan V showed.
The corner kick for Clem. Shields and Thomas battling for it. Shield has a chance. And Thomas, looks like it might have been an own goal there by Robert Thomas.
Yeah, but you have to get that goal to the Orange team because Clem did a great corner kick, and then number 5, Jerry Shields, and number 12, William Butler. They all worked together, and that's why Robert Thomas couldn't do anything but let the ball go in. Thomas was trying to stop it, but he didn't have position to keep the ball from going in.
So score is now 5-0. 4 of those goals coming from Mohan V, who has now checked himself out of the game.
It's quite incredible that they scored even with Mohan be on the sidelines. I wouldn't have expected that.
This game has been dominated by the Orange team from the initial kickoff. We saw them waste no time getting on the scoreboard, scoring just 15 seconds into this gold medal match. Here at the Spokane Convention Center, which has kind of served as the home base for these National Veteran Wheelchair Games.
Again, you know, green side not getting the ball going in their direction.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Orange continues to attack.
Thomas getting out of his goal box and retreat now. Number 4, Herbert Dixon. He's been hanging out on the goal much and the goal, so we haven't had to call his name much. He's now up there playing in the field.
Yeah, green has a very weak defensive setup. This is a really good opportunity for Orange. But luckily green's not exposed. They defend.
Bauer will knock that out. And Herbert Dixon will send it into play again. Jerry Clem gave him a few tips and instructions. He says, let me take this one, get in the middle, try to get it to you.
Yeah, Clem's a better kicker in that situation. I agree with Clem taking this kick.
Sweet Horvat there, Clem. Oh, Horvat in pursuit, gets it up.
Oh, he's got the ball going down. All right. Mayfield has a chance. Okay, this is good. Good for green. Indirect kicks in this position should be goals about 50% of the time. You should be able to score from here.
So indirect kick, so must hit one other player before crossing the goal line. We saw Orange.
The good play in this situation is to pass the ball to this left side, you know, towards the camera, and then have the ball just pop into the backside. Because there's nobody defending that backside. Right now the goalie is focused on the ball on the right side. So it's got to go to number 14. It should go to number 14.
Mayfield instead tries to take it himself and won't work. And now Clem is up there.
It's a great counterattack opportunity for Orange. Wow, now it's
Bauer
going
has
the
it.
other
Can
way.
he keep it in bounds? Still in. A little collision there with Clem. 2-on-1's the call.
That was a great save by Bauer. Again, the entire ball must go over the line for it to be out of bounds.
5-0 to score here in this gold medal match. And it seems as if the Orange team will take home the gold medal.
And Bauer needs to get the ball over there. He needs to get it to number 14. Edward Horvitz.
Send it to Mayfield, try to punch it in, unable to do so. Bauer will test his luck.
Back off, 15.
Almost. And there Bauer goes, and green is on the scoreboard. It's a case of too little, too late. But it's good to see him get on the scoreboard and avoid the shutout. Ron Mayfield's excited.
It was great to see Bauer get that goal for green. Bauer's the leader of that team, and it was really good to see them get a goal before the end of the championship match. Keep that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Ben Pearson here with Elliot Navarro. Thanks for joining us here on Xable.com for this gold medal power soccer match. And green has another opportunity right after kickoff. Mayfield's up there. And that will do it. So Orange wins by the score of 5-1, taking home the gold medal, led by Mohan Valabapurapu. We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna catch up with Valapurapu and get an interview with him. I want to thank you for joining us here on xable.com. For myself and Elio Navarra, this event has been sponsored by HealthNet Federal Services, and we'll be right back to catch up with Mohan Valapurapu.